Hello, good afternoon. Are we enjoying lunch? Good. Let's keep enjoying it as we get into the next session. We've had an interesting day and a half. We've had conversations around youth leadership, advocacy, accountability, intersectionality, fundraising. Today we had some bit about budgeting and a number of conversations. And for most of us, for the youth pre-conference, if you hadn't already thought of before coming for the pre-conference what you want to gain out of ICFP within yesterday and this morning's session, I know that many of us have started thinking about it, what we intend to gain, what our intentions for ICFP is. And so to really put us in that mood, to really set us our intentions straight as we go into tomorrow, we have Sophie and her team to lead us through a plenary till 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. And before we move into our breakout sessions for the afternoon. So I hand over to Sophie. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophie Arsenault. I am here on behalf of the International Youth Alliance for Family Planning, although I do quite a bit of work with the Partnership for Maternal, Newborn, and Child Health, as well as with FOS Feminista, the International Alliance for Sexual and Reproductive Health, Rights, and Justice. I am here with some members of the International Youth Alliance for Family Planning, who I will invite in the front with me. But we thank you for attending this session on goal setting. So I will begin by asking my colleagues to introduce themselves, and we will get started.
Hello, I'm Mahmoud Salah. I'm from Egypt. I'm the country chapter on International Youth Alliance for Family Planning. And I'm also the Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights editor at Love Matters Arabic, which is an initiative that produces content about sexual and reproductive health and rights, but in Arabic. We've got like the biggest library in these topics in Arabic in the MENA region. And also, I'm a medical doctor. Yeah, that's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Magidla and I'm from South Africa. I have worked with IYFP as the country coordinator for South Africa. I also work with She Decides as a youth accountability panelist, and I'm also the SRHR lead for the Commonwealth Youth Health Network. A lot of the work I do is in SRHR and meaningful youth engagement because I'm really passionate about that, and it's lovely to see so many young faces in a space like this.
Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Larev from Pakistan. So I have an organization named Mashal which works on technological upfronts with sexual and reproductive health and rights and family planning. I am in Prime Minister National Youth Counseling, serving for the policy briefs and recommendations to the state. Also, me and Joshua are 120 under 40 Gates Institute Family Planning Young Leader, and I'm really excited to see you all.
Hi everyone. I can't hear you. Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Joshua Delaro and I'm from Pakistan, and I'm the Executive Director of Institute for Social and Youth Development. It's a youth-led organization in Pakistan, and I'm also running a social enterprise, it's Artivism Academy. So I'm basically using artistic mediums to promote social awareness and to spread adequate education around sexual and reproductive health and rights and family planning dynamics in Pakistan. And I'm also, as you said, I'm also a 120 under 40 family planning young leader of Bill and Melinda Gates Institute. I'm also a youth champion of Arrow, and yeah, I'm super excited to, during the session, and I'm already having so much, positive vibe from meeting all of you. So thank you.
All right, so first interactive activity. By raise of hands, for how many of you is this your first international conference? Okay, a few, quite a few. That's perfect. So we are here, and our session is really, the first half of it is based on what we would have wished to have gotten as insights ahead of our first international conference. Now, you've already gotten a taste of that with the Youth Pre-Conference, but ahead of the next 4 days, there is some insight that we would have wanted to have in other opportunities. I know for myself, my first international conference was Women Deliver 2019. in Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada. And as an 18-year-old, as a young person who, not engaging with many other young people at that conference to begin with, I wish I would have gained this insight. We'll follow up by going through a little activity on goal setting and on setting your intentions by the end of this conference. And so to start us off, I'm going to invite you to speak about networking.
Okay. So thank you so very much. Um, how many of us have heard the word networking? I can't see the hands. I can't. I have to see the full hands. Do you know about networking? Who would like to talk about what is networking or what is not? Would you like to say something? Networking. Did you raise your hand? Yeah. What is networking?
Networking is to meet people.
Networking is to meet people. Anyone else? Do we have mics, right? We can use. Anyone else? What is networking to you? Just say the word. What is networking to you, Farah?
Making friends.
Okay, meeting new people, making new friends. Nora? Creating new connections to you. Partnerships, leverages, and anyone from that table? Yeah, please. Sorry? Being curious. It's quite a good word. Thank you. From that table? Anyone? Yeah, yeah. Sorry? Collision between different organizations. Thank you.
With whom you have some common ideas, engaging with others with whom you may have some common ideas, and develop mutual pathways for future staying in touch.
Perfect. Thank you so very much. So those words definitely the meaning of networking. And networking is quite important as we are a part of ICFP. It is a big conference and we all are from the different corners of the world, and networking is quite important. Meeting new people, meeting people from different organizations, and meeting young people particularly who are working in the same area and who are working at the ground level as well. And I will share an example. I was recently, before ICFP, I was at a conference, and my friend asked me, Joshua, what is networking? Because I've been to many conferences, but I didn't get any benefit. So I don't know why. I'm good at networking and this and this. So I asked him, so how do you meet people and what is networking to you? He said, I go to sessions, I meet new people, and I ask, do you have Instagram? He said, okay, networking check. It's not networking. Is it or it's not? It's not networking. You are just meeting the new people for the very first time. And you are asking, what is your name? I'm from this country. You are from this country. Okay. Are you on Instagram? Okay, that's it. This is not networking. We really need a strong networking. So I think we really need to, have the sense of segregating the term networking and linkages. There is a difference between networking and linkages. If you want to work in the same sector, if you want to create a impactful work, we have to network at national level, at ground level, at regional level, and even we have to, be connected with the government as well in our countries. And at global level, we really need to find who are the people who would be interested to collaborate with us, who would like to foster collaboration with us, and who could be, who are the like-minded people who are running the same organization, who are working on the same thematic area, and who is also looking to collaborate with someone, right? So it's quite important, right? So I'm also a part of many networks at a global level, so I know that how it is important, because whenever we go to a network, we engage and we carry the whole network, other networks with us. So it's quite important. And uh, would any one of you would like to share an example of networks? Because I see many big organizations here as well. So would you like to say what is important, like importance of networking to you, and any success story? So, maybe- so we will start from Arrow.
So I don't represent Arrow for my answer. So I think because I've been involved in also the ground level, so networking can be different terms. For example, if you're finding more people working in the same area or different areas of work in SRHR, for instance, then going to more human rights events or engagement really help in terms of connecting who are the people that you want to work with or who are the people that you want to expand your reach towards in pushing your agenda, right? So networking can also be beneficial in terms of fundings, in terms of corporate entities and identifying people who are actually in line with the values that you're bringing and kind of create the value for yourself and proving to them that this is actually something that you should fight for. So I think that's kind of the gist of it.
Yeah, thank you so very much. Now we can move to Ram from YPR. So I'm also a part of YPR. So just because of this network, I feel that YPR is operating in like many countries. So I feel that I also have connection with many countries. If I need anything, any information from any country, from China, from Bhutan, from Nepal, from Malaysia, I can reach out to this network and I can get adequate information, adequate, anything I want. So yeah, please, Ram, what is networking to you and how YPR is operating and what do you think that, like any success story of YPR, yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Ram from Sri Lanka, Mr. Gable, Sri Lanka as well. So we are representing all of us here from YP Networks. So network check. Networking is for me is like so when we have like-minded professionalism and like-minded let's say whatever we are doing in our profession. So we have to get together and we have to work towards the better future. I think for me that is networking. So as you said, it's not like getting the social media and okay, let's get connected Instagram. So it's all about the creating the network in order to make things better and better in our focusing areas.
Thank you so very much. So we all are young people, and I think that it's super amazing. Isn't it amazing to be young? Isn't it amazing to be young? I don't feel young by your voices. Are you young? I want to hear it loud. Are you young? Okay, so thank you so very much and meet a lot of people, but try to spend quality time and try to make the discussion quality, not just quantitative. You like, but all make all the interactions and meetings qualitative. So thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. So with that, I'll add one last remark with that. I think that one insight that has really struck with me and that really resonated with me was that networking among young people, networking at this conference, is not just a question of the big names and the big titles that you see. You can gain just as meaningful insight and just as meaningful information from the small youth-led and community-led intervention program specialists as you can from the head of a UN agency. Depending on your needs and depending on what you are seeking, you can have a meaningful conversation with just about everyone who attends this conference. So one little note to keep in mind is that networking is valuable with just about anyone that you find here. And even networking with people who, we'll talk about intentions in a little bit, but you may have come to this conference with one intention and it may shift with time. If you come here thinking that a specific person is in the position of your dreams and you have a conversation and come to see that that's not what your life's purpose is about, that's just as important to gain from this conference as a confirmation that you are headed in the right direction. A shift in direction, whether it be in terms of your networking, whether it be in terms of your intentions, is incredibly valuable. So with that in mind, we're going to move on to the topic of imposter syndrome, because I think that many of us may feel already, or may feel as of tomorrow, as though we are going beyond our comfort zones. And that is a good thing. That is the right feeling to have, you are supposed to feel as though you are outside of your comfort zone because you are surrounded by people who you can gain knowledge from, who you can gain insight from. And you should strive for that feeling for the rest of your life. So with that in mind, we'll move on to that conversation.
Okay, hello everyone. So let's move forward with another very important thematic area, and I believe it is important because when I started as a young leader, all the time I was feeling like if I deserve it or if I don't deserve it. Oh my God, that's a big name. Oh my God, that's a big organization. So sometimes what it does is that it shatters your confidence. So on the count of 20, I want every table to come up with 1, 2, or 3 words what imposter syndrome for you is, or how do you define imposter syndrome. Okay, so I'm gonna go to every table to ask for 3 words. So your time starts now. Just 20 seconds. Even if you don't know, that's totally fine. That's what I'm asking. And then I'm going to give examples and define. That's fine if you have no idea about it. Okay, let's start with this table. Done. Okay, let's start here. So what's imposter syndrome for you?
Okay, thank you. So for us, we said it was feeling inadequate, incompetent, and inefficient.
Thank you. That's great. What's we have?
Shyness to speak out, and some fears and feeling nervous.
Awesome. You guys know all already? Okay, what's we have?
We have say inferiority, uh, not able to do something, and incompetence.
Okay, that's great. What do we have here?
Doubting yourself, low self-esteem.
Great. Okay.
Believing that everything that I have achieved was just out of luck, like all of it.
Very accurate. Okay, what we have here?
Trying to fit in every circle, feeling less and low self consciousness.
Thank you.
Feeling like a fraud, as if everything that I did, I didn't deserve it, right?
Then what we have here?
So for us is having low self-esteem, feeling fake, and inefficiency.
Efficiency. Okay, 3 more tables. I'm gonna select this one. What word do you have for imposter syndrome? Anything in mind? No? Okay, let's go here.
Feeling unworthy, self-doubt, and feeling like others are better than you.
Okay. Feeling unworthy. Okay, so for all of those people for whom this word is new, just let me explain it like in a very brief manner. So imposter syndrome is a feeling that whatever award you get, whatever you are into, is something out of luck. It is by chance, it is by just the network, or maybe it's just happened out of nowhere. You do not actually acknowledge your effort in it. And that feeling actually, shatters the confidence. Because next time you're like, maybe I didn't deserve it previously, so how can I get it again? So that feeling has a lot of cons, but it has one pro as well. For example, if you feel like that there is something which is maybe not in my league or maybe much bigger than what I am, maybe it's a time you reflect back how you can be that bigger, how you can go to that place, and you can take that feeling in a very positive way. Keeping in mind that you do not have to leave your confidence, yet you have to keep striving so that when you achieve something, you feel like, yes, I did it. So I just want to know your energy, and I want to have like 3 sentences. I want to see how you respond to it. So can we say it louder that we can do it, we will do it, and we deserve it? So let's do it, okay? We can do it. Oh, very slow. Let's do it again. We can do it. We will do it. We deserve it. Maybe once more with more energy. So we can do it. We will do it. And we deserve it. Okay, let's have a rain clap for ourselves. So once you're in the conference, you're going to meet a lot of people where you might think, okay, I should not talk to him or her. Maybe this is the organization I cannot connect, or they're working at such a huge level. I think that's the time where you can break that barrier, go talk, and share your ideas, because that's your opportunity, especially for the people who are here for the first time, who are at the international conference for the first time. This is your opportunity to grab and make sure that you deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now moving on. So into the second part of this session on goal setting and intentions. So when you come to a conference of this size, of this amplitude, of this importance, it's really critical that we build and we think of our intentions and our goals and our objectives for the course of the conference. Now, I'm going to give you one thing to keep in mind. With everything that we're about to speak on, I hope that you reflect over the course of the next 4 days continuously to see if your intentions, your objectives, your goals are shifting or need to be shifted, whether they are realistic, and whether these goals and intentions are truly fulfilling your need to feel successful by the end of this conference. Now, our goals and our intentions are very individual. So there is no one goal or objective that is too small or too big, but it is important to have them defined. So we're going to pass on to that conversation.
All right. Now, I think a lot of people start to feel nervous when we talk about setting goals, but we actually set goals a lot every single day. If you're a person who has a diary or a planner, you set goals, right? Right? So when you set these goals, you anticipate what you want to achieve in the day and you go through it, right? And that is what we encourage you to do throughout this conference. We don't want you to experience it without aim. Have any of you set goals for the conference? Like things you want to achieve? By a show of hands, perhaps? Who has set a goal? Like who knows that this is, I want to achieve 1, 2, 3? All right, that's good. And do you think that your goals are realistic? Are they? So when we speak about, I actually want to see who would like to take the mic and see with a realistic versus an unrealistic goal. Would anybody like to take a chance at that? Perhaps explain what they think it is?
Hello everyone, my name is Mercy Bolaji from Nigeria. So for realistic goals, I know they have to be very smart. So you have to be specific about it. You have to be able to measure it. It has to be achievable, realistic, and of course, you have to set a time bound. And unrealistic, I see it as that it's so big, you might not achieve it now. So it's not so real. It's very far from you. Yeah, thank you.
All right. And is anybody else? You can even just give an example of a realistic and an unrealistic goal. Would anyone like to do that? All right, I'll take the floor since I don't see any hands. So an example of an unrealistic goal would perhaps be walking up to the director of WHO and WHO and saying, I would like a job on the spot. Do you guys think that that's realistic? Right? But the great thing about setting goals is that you can work towards it step by step. So perhaps interacting with certain people in the field that you're interested in. And in a space like this, that is a realistic goal. There's so many great young minds here and great older non-young minds, and we can really benefit a lot from that, right? And I love that the person there, they mentioned SMART goals. Are you guys familiar with SMART goals? Is anybody not familiar with SMART goals? So how about we go through them? So the S stands for the M, A, R, T, or awesome, awesome. So you guys have like the right background to set a goal because you know about them, right? So it's just a question of actually sitting down and setting that intention and trying to see what you want to achieve, particularly with this conference.
All right, so now we have an activity. There should be a stack of sticky notes at each table. If you are missing a stack, please raise your hand and we will find one for you as soon as possible. But essentially, the activity that we have in mind, you'll notice that there are already quite a few sticky notes on the board in the corner. Essentially, we are asking that you take a moment with the people sitting around you and to discuss and to write down 3 goals. Now, I'm going to quickly define how we have distinguished intentions from goals. Intentions can be broad. Intentions can be long-term. The example that I have in mind, for example, is gaining a mentor. So gaining a mentor can be a quick goal, if you are lucky, but gaining a mentor can also take time. It can mean that you have to establish a relationship to begin with. You have to establish that initial connection. You have to make a first impression. You have to have a meaningful conversation. You have to discuss the ways that you can gain from a mentor and a mentor can gain from you as a mentee. And so we're asking that you outline at least one intention, and ideally, if you can go into 3 goals that can go under your intention. Now, I can give an example of my goals for the conference. For example, I really want to meet Dr. T. I really want to have a meaningful conversation with Dr. T. Now, I have steps to achieve that, but I'm asking that you come up with goals, come up with intentions, however many of either that you can come up with, and we're going to invite you to put them up on sticky notes at the board in the back. Now, if anyone has any already in mind, we can invite you to share. But we are giving you the next 10 minutes, is that? Yeah, the next 10 minutes just to discuss in groups what goals and intentions you can set that are smart, that are especially realistic and achievable, that you can accomplish over the course of the next 4 days. Do you want to start going around? Yeah. Okay. I think they get it, but. All right, another 5 minutes, and then we'll go around and try to share some goals and intentions.
Like literally, you're holding the feet together.
Like, I'll make a little. I'll try to go around the table. I'll let you go around the tables and I'll read off because you're great with the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only wrote some intentions, but like you said, like an intention when you break it out, it becomes
Exactly.
All right, so I will invite everyone to settle back in. All right, so I am going to pass it off to you to speak a little bit about it, invite some of the tables to speak on their goals and intentions. Is anyone willing to share with the group?
I'm interested to know more about any organization that work in disabilities and pleasure. So I'm planning to scan all sessions that have this topic to attend it and learn more about it.
That was an amazing one. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, I feel like the group might need a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of reflection. So I'm going to read off a few of the goals and intentions that we have here on the board. The first one, eat food and have fun. You know what? That sounds like a great intention and a very realistic one. Next one, meeting people face to face who we've only met online. That's one of my goals and intentions as well. I don't. Hello? Yes, okay. I don't know about you, but personally, a lot of the work, the most meaningful work that I've done has been over the course of COVID. And so I'm meeting some of my colleagues for the first time in what, 2.5 years now? So absolutely, that's a great one. To meet government officials of my country, I want to get connected to more internet friends and forums. That's great. I want to initiate a regional campaign with other youth-led organizations and social entrepreneurships in SRHR. Now, from a show of hands, how many people are here to form similar connections? Okay, again, by show of hands, who is here looking to gain partnerships with other organizations similar to their own? See, that's great. That's great. So we'll keep going. Making connections with partners, to learn practical skills, yes. To travel to a new country. Who here is in Thailand for the first time? Yeah, there you go. So I'll also make a quick note that in terms of your intentions, in terms of your goals, I think it's also important to recognize firsts for a lot of people. It may be your first time networking, it may be your first time attending an international conference, but at the very least, for many of us, it's our first time in the country. So I think it's important to celebrate our firsts as well. But here, to meet Melinda Gates, I really like that one. I'll make a quick note though. I don't know for Melinda Gates specifically, but I do want to mention that in terms of the people that we know are attending, and we know are attending based on the sessions that they're facilitating, in terms of whether or not they're in the opening or closing ceremony, I will make a quick note that it's important to check if they're here in person or here virtually, just in terms of your goals and intentions, making sure that, again, they're realistic, and they're realistic in terms of them being present. So I don't personally know for Melinda Gates, but if Melinda Gates is here, I definitely want to meet her as well. To get a grant for my organization, I want to be a youth champion connected with the PMNCH. Yes, so again, the different organizations that are here, I hear there are great booths being presented over the course of this conference. The International Youth Alliance for Family Planning also has a booth over the course of the week, and we definitely hope that you'll stop by to come say hello. And I'll say a few more. Ask at least 5 questions in sessions over the course of the conference. Build on my community of practice, and I'll end with have fun. So thank you all so much for the different goals and intentions that you've set out. Now, if you have more, we do invite you to bring them up to the board, and to also come and read the other goals and intentions. I think that we can learn a lot from each other, again, in networking, but I think that our goals and intentions can really inspire us to build more goals and intentions and to really make the most of this conference. Now, I don't know if there was anything else to discuss. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? 10 minutes? Okay. So there's still 10 minutes. I'll invite the audience. Does anyone who is attending this conference and whose first international conference it is, does anyone have any questions going into the conference? Because I know that oftentimes, some things can still be unclear. Just a question of where to go for sessions, who to meet with. How do you connect with people? I think that could be a really good starting question. Does anyone have the answer to how to network So, there's been opportunities for networking here, but beyond between sessions, how do you network with people? How do you build connections? Yeah, sure.
Hello, everyone. Well, my name is Jutomu Dotin Julian, and I come from Liberia. Yesterday, I said that the world is evolving, things are changing, and in the world we live in today, people are mostly interested. People got different interests. So, when you enter a room, like this, to better network is to tell people what you're doing. And then when you can, better explain what you're doing to them, I mean, it's going to either get them to be interested in you or maybe to, kind of lose interest in what you're doing. So it's often better to, kind of walk to people and, express what you're doing and how that is impacting the lives of people around the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, in terms of opportunities for networking, beyond meeting with people after panels or going to lunch, are there any opportunities to network at this conference? Any hands? Any ideas? Again, how can you network? What opportunities do we have at this conference to network and to meet with people and to have meaningful conversations?
Okay, as I'm informed, there is also a youth lounge where we can meet up with each other, engage with each other, and also some big organizations and foundations have offered also such kind of meetups, and we can engage there.
Thank you. I'll add that there are quite a lot of side events at this conference as well. There are some invite-only, behind closed doors sessions. There are also just the general program panels, but there are some side events. So I will invite you all to look into and to do your research because the program for this conference is amazing. If you're into research, if you're into advocacy, regardless of what you are involved in and the scope of your work, there is a panel for you just about at any time throughout the conference. Now, there are also side events. There are a lot of nonprofit and non-governmental organizations that are present at this conference, whether who have a booth or not. And it's important to do our research to make sure that we can make the most of this conference. So I think that covers just about everything that we had set out for this session. Oh, we have one more contribution.
Okay, hi, my name is Farom. I'm from Asia Pacific Resource and Research Center for Women. So just now you were mentioning about side events, shameless plug. We will be having an event on 15 November. If you're interested in adolescent and youth in all their diversity for inclusive contraception and safe abortion, which ties to universal health coverage, please do attend our side event in Room Pattaya 18, 15 November, or follow Arrow on our Instagram and all our social media. Thank you.
Thank you. If anybody else has any other side events, please raise your hand and I can give you another shameless plug. Yes, I'm seeing a few. Great. Okay, we'll start over here.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice. Just wanted to, shamelessly plug the youth-led side event on generation equality and how generation equality can be leveraged for youth activism in SRHR, which is on Wednesday evening at 7:30 in Pattaya 7. Yeah, please come, it'll be great.
Perfect. And where can we get more information?
So you can get more information if you look at, it should be on the schedule, but on the CIF or the FOS Feminista or the Youth Coalition for SRHR Twitter threads, you will be able to find.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Anybody else for side events?
Hello everyone, my name is Nagla from Egypt. It's not a side event, but we have the 120 under 40 booth and we will have an SRH game there and we will play this game with you all over. And if anyone win, we will like give souvenirs and gifts, so make sure to visit the 120 and 40 booth, okay?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel from Save the Children, and we will be doing a side event on Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m., Pattaya 15, and we'll be partnering. It's the Power Partnership to Drive Equity in SRHR, and we'll be partnering with Yield Hub, Yarrow, YSD, and Syria Relief, and then we also will have a booth number 68. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Anybody else? Last call.
Hello everyone, my name is Masi Kyoko from DSW. I just wanted to invite all of you for the side event we're having on 16th from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's on the feminism development policy from Germany. And we just want to talk about how young people, young girls, women empowerment can be affected by this policy. We also have a booth that will be outside there. For more information, you can just come to the booth. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Sophie and team. I hope we're all set. We have our intentions clear. We know what's realistic, what's not. And we are ready for ICFP, aren't we? Are we ready? Let me feel the energy. Are we ready? Yes! Scream it. Unless you're not sure still, you should be screaming it. Are you ready? Are we ready to let them know? Are we ready to make the most out of ICFP? Well, I am too. But we're not done with the pre-conference. We're still here, and we're just going to go to our breakout sessions, the afternoon breakout sessions, from 2, starting just in a few minutes, to 3:30. And then we will be back here for the grand closing ceremony of our youth pre-conference. And that will be the most exciting climax of our youth pre-conference. But before that, of course, we've projected the breakout sessions and the rooms that each of them will be happening. But we also want to talk to you about the youth lunch that will be launched on Tuesday at 7:25 a.m. We are the largest constituent in the world today, young people. You and I, aren't we? Even those of us who are hesitant. We all make up like the largest constituent. And we said it yesterday that we are a force to reckon with, not just because we are the largest constituent, but also because we are skillful, we are capable. What did we just say? We can do it, we will do it, and we deserve it, don't we? And so we are here to let them know, but we also, to do that, we must be in the right mind space, we must be relaxed. So aside the scheduled programs for the youth lounge, in between sessions, during coffee breaks, you can go to the lounge to relax, to take pictures for our social media, to take professional shots, and other interesting activities that will be happening at the lounge. So do look out for it on Tuesday, even as you go for the breakout session, and prepare to come back for our official closing ceremony. Devin?
Yes, maybe I can say something for the people speaking in French. Il y aura un camp des jeunes, un bouffe des jeunes, des youth.
On Tuesday, SC already gave you the information. There are many elements. You can go there, take your time, take some selfies, take pictures, and meet mentors and mentees. So
opportunity for you all.
All right, so it's 2 p.m. We're starting the breakout sessions. Go to your rooms, and then at exactly 3:30, we are back down here again. See you soon.
So the program of the list of the breakout sessions will be displayed in front. Refer to it and go to your breakout sessions. Thank you.